Hey there, welcome to the Movie Review Mom YouTube channel. If this is the very first time you've discovered it, yay, you're finally here. And if you're a returning subscriber, yay, you're back. I really appreciate your support. My goal is to give you the heads up on filmmaking quality and content so that you can make the best decision as to whether or not you want to spend time or money or both sometimes watching a specific movie. So today, the film I'm reviewing is called Family Switch. This cute, family-friendly comedy is now playing exclusively on Netflix. The film is rated PG. Now, originally, the film was rated PG-13 for suggestive material, but they edited it and made it a little bit more kid-appropriate, which I appreciate. The movie is an hour and 41 minutes. And my overall movie review mom grade is probably a C. Wah wah. Now, that doesn't mean it's terrible. I actually thought it was pretty cute. But let me explain why I gave it the grade that I did. I'll give you an overview in a nutshell, and then I'll point out things I liked, things I didn't like, tips for parents, themes worth talking about, funny lines, interesting lines, and recommendations for other films that are sort of similar, but you might like even better than this one. All right, you ready to dive in? In a nutshell, Netflix offers this family-friendly comedy that also serves as a kind of holiday-themed flick. The body-switching movie was directed by McG. Writing credits go to Chris Schaefer, Victoria Strauss, Adam Steiskal, and Paul Vickner. So the story is about a family who has a chance encounter with an astrological reader who mysteriously causes them to wake up to a full body switch. The parents switch with the kids, and vice versa. Boys, girls. It's pretty cute. Their next day is filled with important events for each one, which complicates and entertains. All right, so here's the list of things that I liked about this movie. First of all, I adore Jennifer Garner in anything, and I'm always happy to see her. I thought she was so fantastic in her fun TV spy series called Alias. Did you ever watch that? She was fantastic. While the script isn't incredible, the wonderful cast definitely makes up for it. Check out the fan favorites: Ed Helms, Matthias Schweighöfer, Rita Moreno, Fortune Feimster, Howie Mandel, Paul Scheer, and many more. The new young actors I hadn't seen before are Emma Myers and Brady Noon, and I thought everybody did a great job. There is plenty of heart as the family learns to appreciate what each other is going through in their life. I love it when movies reference other movies. I don't know why, I just do. For example, Ed Helms' character says he's 13 going on 30, which is an adorable body swap movie that also stars Jennifer Garner, and I highly recommend that one. The movie was originally going to be called Family Leave. It's actually not a bad name, although I think the current name is perfectly descriptive because the family switches places. You'll get some Christmas cheer with some fun songs and decor. So it's sort of Christmassy in that regard. At least the time that the movie takes place is the holidays. Keep watching during the final rolling credits for some funny bloopers from the family. Now, there were some things I didn't like or just thought could have been done better or differently. For example, this is a tiny little detail, but it features a high school. None of those kids look like they were actually in high school. And I know Hollywood has been substituting 20-somethings for high school kids, but I don't know. I'm just mentioning it. The plot doesn't exactly break any new ground in this genre, except for maybe the fact that the entire family swaps places. Most movies, it's one swapping with one. And so we just get quadruple the fun. The situations are really ridiculous with a lot of over-the-top acting moments. Now, I get it. It's supposed to be that way. I'm just saying, don't expect anything serious or realistic. Now, let me give you some tips for parents. There's lots of farting because it's a kid's movie. We see a dog urinate a lot. There is a close-up shot of a picture of a colonoscopy. And you only see it for a split second, but I'm just letting you know. We see teens partying. There is some profanity, lots of bad behavior, spitting, adults and teens drink alcohol, awkward kissing, school bullies. All right. And then the themes that are definitely worth talking about with your kids, if you watch this movie with your family, are viewing things from the lens of one another. Family, of course, and the importance of family and family support, appreciating others. The multiverse comes in. Of course, every movie nowadays is about that. Supporting those you love with their dreams and talents, and celebrating and respecting everyone's differences and even quirks. All right, so whenever I watch movies, I write down notes, and then I especially take note of funny lines and interesting lines simply so I can share them with you so you can kind of get a taste for the dialogue and script writing quality. So you can see all of them on my written review at moviereviewmom.com, but I'll share a few of them with you right now. So Ed Helms has another wink to another movie when he says, "No kid has ever just woken up big," right? I love that respectful, playful nod to one of my favorite body switch films, Big, with Tom Hanks. Now, it's not quite a body switch because he's switching bodies with his future self. So it's not like going into somebody else's body. Such a cute movie, though. So another line is spoken by Cece, played by Emma Myers. Now, she's the teenage daughter, but this line comes out of her mouth when she's playing the mom inside the teenage girl's body. Does that make sense? Anyway, she says, "As a good mother, I hold space for all of my children's mistakes." Now that's the mother talking, even though the words are coming out of the teenage girl's body because they switched. Okay. Anyway, the mom's personality is very much a helicopter mom who's very judgmental and opinionated about what her kids do. And that's a hard transition to make because as the mom you want the best for your kids, and when they're young you have to be a helicopter to keep them safe, when they're babies and toddlers. But it's almost a little bit of a painful transition to start backing off and letting loose that string, those purse strings that you have tightly wound around them, to let them make mistakes so that they can learn and grow. And I'm speaking from personal experience here. I have 4 sons and they're all awesome, of course, never made any mistakes. And I never made any mistakes as a mom. All right, so then for some interesting lines, Cece, now back in her teenage body, she says, "Your way works for you, and it doesn't have to be my way to be a good way," right? Everybody's different, and we all learn at different rates as well. And then Wyatt, who's played by Brady Noon, is saying this with the father inside his body. So this is the father talking through the son's body. And he says, "It's hard to accept your glory days are behind you," because both of these parents, they're getting older, not that they're old at all, but, they see their young kids, healthy, strong, youthful bodies being able to do anything that they want. And, they're exhausted and ready for bed at 8 o'clock in the evening or whatever. Anyway, and so I appreciated that line because I absolutely can relate to that one. All right, so I love body switching movies. And so I instantly thought of 3, and I've already mentioned 2 of them. One is 13 Going on 30 with Jennifer Garner. Another one is called Big, which I mentioned with Tom Hanks. And another one is Freaky Friday, which is a true body switch between mother and daughter. You can watch the older version, but I really like the newer version with Jamie Lee Curtis. All right, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. When you get a minute, run over to Patreon and you can check out some of the prizes that I have. But I also now have a member account as part of YouTube, so you can check that out as well. Have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.